everybody, it's Jasmine. So today I have a pretty new video. I am going to be demoing this not yet released Bh Cosmetics highlighting palette. This is their Blacklight Highlight 6-color palette, and I was lucky enough to win the Bh Cosmetics giveaway where they gave me this to basically try out for the first time, and I am so happy and thankful. And I was just crying in class because when I found out that I won the giveaway, I was in the middle of my biology class and I looked at my phone and I was like, ah! And then, you know, no one really cared, but I was screaming and everyone thought it was weird. But yeah, I'm just super excited to show you guys my thoughts on this palette. I do not know how much it's going to retail for, and I do not know when it will be released. Sadly, I'm so sorry. But here are my honest thoughts, and I am gonna be wearing a different outfit because I filmed the swatching on my face part last night. This is what the palette looks like, as you could see just from a glance. There is one golden shade, a white, two pinks, one, I feel like this is more of like a green olive shade, and this one is a blue. I am super excited to try these out on my face. Obviously, I'm gonna do the face swatches first, and I'm gonna do this in a way where I'm gonna try and use all the colors on my face. I have a whole bunch of brushes, and I also have this little thing that's kind of like the Veramona brush switch thing where you just rub in your brush and it takes off all the colors. So I will be using that to help me swatch on my face. What I was really drawn to about this palette was that it had a mirror, and it's a pretty big, oh, there I am. Hey, how you doing, girl? But yeah, it has a really big mirror. It's really nice, lightweight, and I'm just gonna start by winging it. I think I'm going to take the color called On Point, and I'm going to take that on the Morphe M501. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh. I'm so shook right now. That was, what? That was really pigmented. Let me try and blend this out. So I do not have any highlighting base under my highlight right now. This is just the highlight. Let me zoom you guys in so you guys can get like a full inside scoop on this. So I'm gonna see how this builds up. I'm gonna take On Point again, and I only dabbed it in once. It's like I'm wearing blush, but like a highlight. I love it. I love pink highlights. I feel like they just look so good. Yeah. Yes, girl. All right, so I'm gonna clean my brush, and on this side of my face, I want to see how the color called Illusion, which is like a lighter pink, looks on my skin, because, you know, I'm a medium skin girl, and pastels, they can kind of look a little crazy. So we're gonna see how this goes. Oh, what? Hold up, let me take off this plastic. What? Hold up, wait. Wait. Oh my God, wait. Is this a duochrome shade? Shut up, wait. Okay, so what I'm getting at is that the color called Illusion has a blue cool tone type of shift to it, and then the color called On Point is your basic pink. Well, it's not basic, but it is just a pink highlight, and that's it. And that's crazy. I did not expect that at all. All right, so I am going to go over this with another layer, and I'm gonna try and buff it out. It's not chunky at all. It's not powdery, and when I go over with my finger, there is no transfer. I know not a lot of people talk about that, but I know that with some highlights, they are so buttery that when I touch my highlight, it just comes off. And not with this. I think I applied way too much, but I just got a new highlighter, so I mean, hey. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my eyes, and I was thinking about taking the color called Kween, and I'm just going to take that on a flat concealer brush, and I'm just going to dig in to the palette. Hold up. Is it me? Is it the brush? Is it the palette? We're gonna switch brushes into a eye shading brush by Sigma. This is their E55 brush. This is more of an eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna take the color and I'm actually going to pack it on. You know what? This is not as blue as I thought. So if you know me, you guys know that I do not like wetting my brushes because I feel like if it is a good color or if it is just a good powder, then I feel like I don't need to take that extra step to make it work, like it will do it on its own. But I do have to say, like, it is powdery and quite chunky, but it could translate differently on a different brush. I'm gonna see how it translates on my arm with the Morphe brush. So my brush is white, so you could definitely see it if it's blue. And unlike the pink shades, like, it is dusting off everywhere, and like, you can kind of see that line, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the best, but you know, I'm gonna try my finger and make it work. Oh, you know what? I think this one's the one where you have to apply it with your finger. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on into the inner corner highlight. I really like my inner corners to be really bright and white, so I'm just gonna take the color called Strobe. I'm gonna take this on the Sigma Pencil E30 brush. So this is definitely a really pretty inner corner highlight, but let me zoom you guys in so you guys can see my issue with this particular color. This one has a lot of fallout. Can you see near my tear duct area? Just a lot of fallout, but I'm gonna see if I could whisk it away. So I'm not really picky with highlights as long as it, okay. So instead of whisking away, it kind of blended into my skin, which is really nice to note. It blends into the skin really nicely. But I mean, if it is going into your inner corner, you might want to bake prior to putting it in your inner corner. For my nose highlight, we're just gonna grab the color called Electra, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do my nose highlighting like I always do. So I usually take my pinky and I get the color, put it on the tip. Oh. Okay. Okay. And then I usually blend it out. And I grab a little bit more directly on the brush. We're gonna have to work with it with this video. It's fine, it's cool. We good. So now we're just gonna grab the color called Laser, which is the green one. And I think I'm gonna use this Cupid's bow. So last night I did do my first impressions and everything, but I thought that I would develop this video just a little bit more. So I wore it the whole day today, and I think I wore it for about 10 hours now, and I only used the colors On Point and Illusion on my cheeks today, and I also grabbed a little bit of Strobe onto my nose, and then the rest I kind of just dusted all over my face, so that's what you're getting on my forehead right now. But as you could see, it did last a long time, and I have to say that the formula, thinking about it this whole day and last night, I do have to say that the formula on almost all the powders are just a little bit different. I dipped in my fingers into the pans, and as you could see, it's not like a fully buttery swatch. There is some type of chunkiness to it. So by swatching, it is not the best, but when you apply it with a brush and you really work with it and blend it out, it looks really nice and stunning. The formula compared to like the Anastasia Glow Kit is a bit different. As you can see, I just like wiped it off, and then here's what my fingers look like now. But I mean, they are all very, I don't want to say they're like as finely milled as an Anastasia Glow Kit, but they aren't chunky glitters to where they just fall off your face. Do you know what I mean? Like with a gust of wind, they don't just like flake off. And I think that's really nice. You guys know how I feel about that color called Kween. Not the best, but I'm still trying to work with it. I do love, however, the other 5 shades. I think they're amazing. I love it so much. I think my favorite color has got to be like Illusion by far. And I don't know, if I were to think about the price, because I don't know it's probably gonna be around like 10, 12 bucks. And knowing BH Cosmetics, they always go on sale. So you're probably gonna find this palette on sale very soon for a very affordable price. So thinking about that, it is probably something considering or worth considering to get. And if I would recommend it to you, I would recommend it if you don't have a lot of highlighting kits out in your collection. But if you have like 6 glow kits and like a whole bunch of single highlighters, I don't think that you really need this, other than the fact that there are 4 amazing colors right here that you don't really see on an everyday basis. You don't really see a green highlight, you don't really see a pink duochrome highlight, and you don't see a blue highlight. So I mean, for the fact that it is unique, you probably want to get it. But I mean, if these colors are just like, oh, well, I have this color in one glow kit, this color in another, then you could probably skip out on it. But I really like this, and I am definitely super stoked to use this more. So I guess that wraps up this review. I am going to insert my swatches with the brush and finger, and I'm also going to try and find some dupes for you guys. Obviously, I don't have a whole bunch of glow kits, but I'm gonna see what I have and I'll show you guys any comparisons if I have any. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you BH Cosmetics for choosing me to be a winner. That's really nice. That's really sweet, like me, girl. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this tutorial review. First impressions. And if you want to see any more videos like this, then please let me know. As always, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts. So I have tried to attempt to find the dupe for the 2 pink shades called On Point and Illusion. These are the 2 right here. The first shade that I have to show you guys is the one in the Anastasia Sweets Glow Kit called Sassy Grape. It is kind of a dupe for the color On Point, but not quite. It has more of a pink undertone in it. The next shade that I have is by Morphe. It is a big shadow. Let me try and get it out for you. This one is called Date Night, and it's definitely like really purple, and it has really nice golden undertones in it. And then the last shade that I have is from the Anastasia Self-Made palette in the color called Blossom. Definitely not a dupe, but I thought it would be fun to try out. Alright, so I have another one for you guys. This one is the color called Strobe in the BH Cosmetics palette, and this one is the Nicole Guerrero Forever Lit shade. They're almost exactly the same. I would have to say that the finish and texture is a bit different, but color-wise, they are almost the same. This one was actually hard for me to find. This one is Laser, this one is Electra in the BH palette, and then this one is actually the color Sunburst in the That Glow Glow Kit by Anastasia. This one is a shadow from Morphe called Made of Gold. It's definitely a lot more golden than the others. And then this one is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. Obviously, these two are not as similar as this is, which is Sunburst to Electra. That is as close as I could get it, but definitely Electra is a lot more warm toned and a lot more bronzy. I do not have a green highlight, so I am not going to be able to find a dupe for that, and I'm probably not going to be able to find a dupe for Kween since I don't have anything like that either.